Ja, hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Tag 3 unserer One Week Online. Für diejenigen, die die letzten beiden Tage schon dabei waren, willkommen zurück. Für alle, die heute zum ersten Mal einschalten, herzlich willkommen. Wir haben auch heute wieder zwei spannende Vorträge für Sie im Programm. Zum einen werden wir beginnen mit einem Herstellervortrag von der Firma Tempo. Diejenigen von Ihnen, die hier bereits einmal über Ressourcenplanung nachgedacht haben, im Einsatz mit ihrem Jira, mit ihren Atlassian Tools, die werden mit dem Marktführer in diesem Bereich Ressourcenplanung, Time Tracking bereits hier Erfahrungen gemacht haben. Im ersten Vortrag heute haben wir Gudrun Fema Olafsdottir mit uns hier dabei. Sie ist ja bereits ein alter Hase im Bereich Tempo, ist sie schon seit 2014 mit an Bord. Beginnend als Produktmanager ist sie hier führend gewesen für den auch Umzug der Tempo-Tools in die Cloud. Das war im Jahr 2017 an dieser Stelle. Sie ist mittlerweile als Channel Account Executive hier beschäftigt und ihr Hintergrund in Mathematik und IT hilft ihr hier sicher auch, Ihnen einen sehr tiefergehenden technischen Eindruck in die Tools zu zeigen. Wir sind hier froh, Sie heute hier bei uns begrüßen zu dürfen und Ihnen hier Einblicke zu liefern in die Tempo-Tools an dieser Stelle. Ich freue mich. Gudrun, it's a pleasure having you here today. I'm going to just take over the stage and pleasure having you here. Welcome, Gudrun.
Thank you so much. Hi all. Let me just set up and share my screen. All right. Is everything working as it is? Can you confirm that you can see my screen?
I can confirm.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm Gudrun, coming from Tempo, and welcome to this presentation on how to keep your business on track. All right, so my name is Gudrun Fema Olafsdottir, and I'm a Channels Account Executive at Tempo, focusing on our largest European partners, such as catworkx. And before I joined the channel sales team, I was a product manager for 5 years. I'm really excited to be here with you today to talk about how to keep your business on track. Here at Tempo, we are strong believers that having visibility into the true value of time can help organizations make better business decisions, and our goal is to make that as easy as possible. Tempo is a company that originates from Reykjavik, Iceland, and we have been around for more than 11 years. Our customer base consists of more than 20,000 customers, ranging from small and medium-sized businesses to enterprise companies. We have headquarters in Boston and offices in Montreal and Iceland, and we have been part of the Atlassian ecosystem from the beginning, and we were one of the first add-ons available for Jira. But what does Tempo do? We provide tools that help teams plan and schedule resources, manage their budgets, and track time directly from their daily workflow, such that you never have to leave Jira. We have been around for a long time, and we know that tracking time can be hard. But we also know that by doing so, organizations can unlock a huge potential. And these are our products. Tempo is compatible on cloud, server, and data center. And we offer several products on each platform. On server and data center, we have Tempo Timesheets, Tempo Planner, and Tempo Budgets. And on cloud, we have Tempo Timesheets, Tempo Planner, and Cost Tracker for Tempo Timesheets. We will dive deeper into how businesses can use Tempo to keep them on track. Tempo, at its core, is about getting the insights you need to optimize your team. As I mentioned in the beginning, Tempo is for organizations to gain visibility into the true value of time. But why do we measure time? With Tempo Timesheets, you are provided with additional functionality, included embedded time tracking in Jira, calendar integrations, measurement for productivity, and then custom reports to support it and report on all elements of time spent in Jira. Organizations need a shared understanding of time in order to improve productivity, increase efficiency, and manage the difficult task of budgeting and planning. Here we have a few common use cases that our customers use Tempo for, and in my presentation today, I'll dig deeper into how our customers are using our products to solve these use cases and the value that they get out of it. And Tempo does it all seamlessly with time management solutions that are simple to deploy, easy to use, and embedded into the current processes and users' daily workflow. And don't just take our word for it. Here are some of the 20,000 customers that currently benefit from using Tempo. We work with global leaders across many industries, from manufacturers, entertainment, software, retail, to telecom, education, and financial services. And with that, let's get started. Today, I'll be giving you insights into our products and how they all together seamlessly integrate with each other and with Jira. We will look at the common business problems they solve and how our customers have been able to leverage the capabilities they offer. All these use cases depend on our core use case, tracking time, and they built on top of that. One of the use cases Tempo solves is resource planning, by allowing you to optimize the use of resources and plan staffing needs. That use case can be covered with Tempo Planner, but that product focuses on solving resource planning needs of global enterprises by providing tools to help directors and department managers plan projects and work by roles 3 to 12 months ahead of time based on location and capacity. It also allows them to understand the capacity based on the planned project and available staff. Furthermore, it helps team leads and project managers to allocate the appropriate individuals to planned projects and work before it starts. Like I said before, this also builds on the time tracking, so that's why we have Tempo timesheets as well in the loop to complete the process. But let's start by looking at a case study. Paradigm decided to switch to the Tempo suite, and one of the measurable outcomes for them during that transformation and the introduction of the best practices with our product was that each team lead saved 4 hours a month on planning their teams. They had a process previously using Excel and an ERP system, and employees would get screenshots of their plans. By switching to Planner and timesheets, the employees got instant access to their plans, and the plans are all accessible from a single view. As a result, they have seen improvements in delivering their clients' projects on time. So once a project or initiative has been defined, you can start identifying when you can start the project based on your capacity. You can use the new capacity report to determine when in time the required roles for the project are available. Use the location or role attributes on the users or other filters to make sure that you're looking at the resources that should take on the project. The capacity report shows how much has been planned or how many resources are available during the selected period. Furthermore, you can drill down into specific roles, teams, or locations. So let's take an example. We just got a project in Reykjavik that requires 3 developers, 1 designer, and 1 project manager. The project is a website creation, and we have already created the issues in Jira and estimated the effort for each issue. We know that we're fully booked for the next weeks, but we can see that in the week here on the screenshot of July 5th, we have all the required resources available in Reykjavik. And when you have identified if and when to take on the new project, use the resource overview to reserve your employees for that project. The resource overview enables you to plan work for teams and stay on top of how resources are being utilized, making sure that you're not over-allocating your staff. The view gives you a graphical representation of your resources and their allocation. You're able to filter your Jira users by team, role, and specific users to understand what they're working on and view upcoming plans. This is especially useful when managing shared resources because it lists all your Jira users within your instance in one single view. This is also where you can do planning. By clicking on the users row, one is able to create plans associated with Jira project or Jira issue. You can also select Jira issue from an issue side panel, and with a simple drag and drop, you're able to allocate your resources in no time. So continuing with our example, using the new capacity report, we have found a team that should be working on the new web development project. We can now use the resource overview to reserve the team for the project from the week of July 5th. We can even add the project as a filter in the sidebar to make sure that we plan for all the estimated hours of this project. And once the project has started, teams can easily log time. And that's where Tempo Timesheets comes in. Tempo Timesheet is our flagship product that serves as the core for all the use cases that I'm showing today, as they all rely on the time tracking data that is captured with Tempo Timesheets. And there are multiple ways to track time, and one way might not fit all. Users can find their own way that works the best for them. For example, they can use the My Work section, the Jira issue view for the issue that they're working on, with the help of our new calendar integrations, where users can sync their calendars with Tempo and convert calendar events to work logs with one click. They can also just log their time directly in their timesheet or on the mobile app. And our most recent efforts include the automation of time logging, where Tempo suggests to user how much to log on each issue for the day, based on the activity in various dev tools, calendars, and Jira. So if you have used the resource overview to plan the resources, they will see their plan for the day in My Work and can easily convert the plan into a confirmed work log with accurate description of the work conducted and, if configured, custom attributes for the work log. So here we are looking at the My Work week view for Gregory, one of our developers in the project. He has already logged for Monday and Tuesday. When he starts his work on Wednesday, he can see that he has been planned to work on the code templates. And at the end of the day, he can just click the plan in the Wednesday column and all the attributes will already be filled out for him. He just needs to confirm the work. And in order to produce even more accurate data and insights, we have something called timesheet approvals, meaning that Tempo supports approval processes where one can choose to have users submit their timesheet weekly or monthly. This allows supervisors to review, approve, or reject their team's timesheet, individual or in bulk. A trail of approvals is kept for further transparency and traceability. So as the new web development project progresses, the team members can submit their timesheets for approval to the team lead. Upon approval of the timesheet, the work logs cannot be modified unless the timesheet is opened again. And to tie it all together and close the project, and even during the project, you can use our planned versus actual report, one of our most recent additions that's available if you have both timesheets and planner. This report allows you to compare the plans that were created at the beginning to the hours that your employees have logged on the Jira issues in the project. Based on the grouping that is selected, you can see a further breakdown to identify where plans were off. Then, to close the loop, you can use this as input into when taking on the next projects to improve the accuracy of your planning efforts and to make sure that other projects won't get delayed. So to close the loop for our new web development project, we can see that we have underestimated the effort for our project a bit, as overall we planned 656 hours, but 851 hours were logged. The yellow segments in the roll rows show how much we have underestimated the effort, with the project management work as the most underestimated, with 54.2% more log time than initially planned. We can use that as input into our next project to make sure that we keep our projects and business on track with our resource planning. but there's way more value that you can get out of your time tracking. On top of the basic reporting, you can get a whole new dimension into your reporting capabilities by defining your customer project and internal cost centers and initiatives using accounts. Whether the work is billable, capitalized, operational, or internal, you can use Tempo accounts to make sure that all hours are correctly categorized. Let's start by diving a bit into how we can use accounts to track initiatives across projects and report on hours based on their financial category, for example, to apply for tax credits. For this use case, I'm using Tempo timesheets, as Tempo accounts comes as an add-on with all of our, well, it comes actually with all of our products, but it works best with Tempo timesheets. So here I have an example of a company. This is what we do, and this is what a lot of our customers do, and is one of the core use cases offered by Tempo. Generally, tracking CapEx across initiatives, especially research and development projects, can be a very time-consuming process, with writing applications and providing audit trail of work conducted in the tax year. By setting up accounts for your initiatives with the correct categories, you can make the reporting and audit trail generation negligible and allow companies to get tax credits, for example, in Germany, for up to 1 million euros each year. So if we take a medium-sized software company in Germany as an example, with half of its employee working in the R&D department, assuming they spend 75% of their working time on initiatives, renders about 69,000 hours annually of R&D work, which makes them eligible for 600,000 euros in tax credit. So as I said before, accounts can be used to track initiatives across projects and report on hours based on their financial category. So continuing with our project for the new web development initiative, we need to create at least 2 accounts, one for the capitalized work and one for the operational work related to the initiative. We then link these accounts to the project or the projects that contain the work for it in Jira. As an example, the designer might use his design project to track his work, while the developers use their own project. Once the project association has been done, the accounts will be integrated into the workflow of Jira issues, such that users only need to think about logging their hours, and they will be categorized based on the account linked to the issue. This is one way of ensuring that your team is spending time on the right things, and that your projects are eligible to R&D capitalization benefits and government grants. Organizing your data now can later extend to provide an overview of the company's CapEx, OpEx activities of the month for the finance department. Now we can look into reporting, where the real power lies. With flexible reports that give powerful insights into the value of time in just seconds, and that can be further expanded, exported, or integrated with through our integration points. You can view reports on issues, projects, teams, user, customer projects, or cost centers, or any custom Jira filtering. So in order to view where the hours are coming from, the users can group the report by accounts to break it down and view from which accounts these hours are coming from. All of our reports can be saved, even with dynamic time periods. So you can, with a single click, view and keep track of your weekly, monthly, or quarterly reports to verify quickly if there are any abnormalities in the data, drill down even further, and make sure you can take action if needed. What we're looking at here are the hours logged by the team that we planned for the new web development project in the beginning, to understand how much time has been spent on each account. The user is also able to view the total hours spent in the top right corner across accounts. And as it comes time to apply for tax credit or just report on capitalized work to determine long-term profitability and growth, you can start reporting on the financial categories from initiatives across the company and for longer periods. Here is our report for the accounting department, allowing you to see all capitalized work done in the last quarter, grouped by the initiatives and locations. Or conversely, the report that can be used as a foundation to apply for the tax credit for each location where the work was conducted. These reports are now all accessible at any given notice. But that's not the only use of accounts. Accounts can also be used to track cost across different customers, to make sure that you can invoice the hours at the end of the billing period, and to monitor compliance with fixed hourly contracts. Radspace switched to the Tempo suite, and they were able to save over $220,000 per year due to better project management processes. Previously, they were entering time tracking data in spreadsheets and had project managers doing their own calculations, increasing the risk of error in data. Now they do all the time tracking and reporting in one place, and their monthly reports are generated automatically. They also started using budgets for the executive team. They track the financial projects for each client and monitor the health throughout the whole lifecycle of the client project. So similarly as with the CapEx OpEx use case, we can set up accounts, except now we approach it from the customer instead of the initiative. You can create each of your customer within Tempo and link your accounts to them for even better reporting. So to provide even better support for billing, you can also set the billable hours on the workload itself in case the billed hours are different from the worked hours. And soon we will also offer approval functionality for account and project managers. Here we see a report for our customers, displaying the work we did on his 2 open accounts, one that's billed by the hour and one for the service contracts. We can also see that the total billable hours different from the total logged hours. These billable hours can then be sent to the invoicing system to take care of sending out all the invoices. And this leads me into the next use case, keeping on top of project cost. Regardless if that's a customer project where you're tracking all work towards fixed hour contracts, for example, or if it is to manage finances of projects and portfolios and monitor their health. CPG saw a 10% increase in the productivity of their teams because of better reporting, cross-functional adoption, and easier tracking of project cost. They came from a point where they had many complex tools to get the job done. By switching to the Tempo suite, both the productivity and engagement towards these activities went up, as they had to spend less time doing it. They also saved 50% by switching their project management tool from expensive desktop tools to a much simplified tracking and reporting process with Jira and Tempo. So if you want to monitor the budget or the cost of your project, you can use Cost Tracker or Tempo budgets depending on the platform to stay on top of project cost. In order to understand better various financial aspects of our projects, we can use Tempo's financial tools to monitor if the project is still on budget and stay on top of project health and status, and take actions when and where it's needed by highlighting the status of important KPIs. Tempo helps you set up the scope and timeline of your projects in very few steps. After that, you can add the staff to your financial project and set the rates for them. Based on the rates, Tempo tracks the progress of the project towards the planned budgets you set out with initially. The big plus here is that there's no integration to worry about. All Tempo products are seamlessly integrated with your Jira instance, so as people update estimates and as work is logged, all of these changes are automatically available for you within our financial tools. Here we have created a so-called folio in Tempo budgets, a financial project for a new web development project. It includes all the issues that we defined for the project initially. It also takes all the estimates of the issues into account. Here we are looking at the overview where we can instantly see that we're 15 days ahead of schedule and we're 45% under our initial budget. However, we can see that we're just a little behind our planned revenue while still having positive margins. And it's possible to share these projects across the organization and have a single view to see the high-level overview of all the financial projects and their status. Our cloud offering for financial tracking offers a simpler yet also a very powerful set of capabilities. So if you want to track cost of any set of issues in Jira, set the budget milestones and track revenue and expenses, Cost Tracker for Tempo timesheets will help you achieving your goals. This is a report from Cost Tracker showing how cost is broken down by role and team members. Furthermore, it displays the main KPIs for the project, such as the labor cost, total hours spent, and the number of people working on the project. As you can see, we assist our customers with multiple use cases from time tracking to resource management to project financial tracking by offering insightful data that helps teams better manage their time and finances and keep their business on track. Thank you for your attention. It was great sharing this with you. You can reach out to us for any information through my email that you can see on here on the screen. You can also visit our website, tempo.io, and book a demo with us or register for our webinars. So now, if there are any questions, please fire away.
Thank you very much, Gudrun, at this point. Everybody use the Q&A functionality within Zoom here. Bitte nutzen Sie die Möglichkeit, hier Fragen zu stellen über die Frage- und Antwortfunktionalität von Zoom. Bitte gerne auch jederzeit in Deutsch an dieser Stelle. Sie können die Fragen auch einfach über den Chat einwerfen, aber auch an dieser Stelle wieder wie immer, Sie können uns jederzeit gerne auch Ihre Fragen im Nachgang übermitteln. Wir werden hier dafür sorgen, dass Ihre Fragen beantwortet werden. Wie Sie schon aus den vergangenen Webinaren gesehen haben, beantwortet unser Team und auch in der Kooperation mit unseren Partnern Ihre Fragen an dieser Stelle jederzeit gerne. So, Gudrun, if there are any questions, oh yeah, there is actually one. Let me see. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So here's a question about new features coming in the next major releases. First of all, we have just recently released a better management of permissions, which is a really, well, where you can give full access to Tempo timesheets data and planner data across multiple teams or all teams. This is going to help enterprise customers really with the management of their instance. We are also releasing soon an automatic planning from Jira issues for Tempo Planner. So if you have set due dates and assigned issues in Jira, you can import those plans into Planner. We're also working on further improving our calendar integrations. So the calendar integrations will also become available for our Planner solution. So every meeting that you have will be included in the resources availability. Like I said in my presentation, we are also about to release an account approval soon, which is allowing you to prove one account or multiple accounts for flexible periods. And you will be able to do this in depending on how you set your accounts up, you can kind of also sway this. If you have one account per project, you can also tailor this for a project approval. And we intend to expand on that as well. So the workflows is something that is going to be kind of high on our list of topics. Language is also very much, language support is also something that we want to support a lot better than we have before, and we want to serve especially our German-speaking clients better. So we have just recently released a cloud support for German, official cloud support for German, and we expect to do the same for our server products. So all our server or on-premise products will be supporting German, as there's probably 1 or 2 months more wait for that, but that should be coming soon. We are continuing developing our cloud solution. So we are also going to open up European data centers for our cloud early next year, which that will be located in Frankfurt. We know that doesn't maybe solve the puzzle for the whole Jira system solution, but we at least want to support it when as soon as we can. And we are continuing to focus on the integration between our products. So Cost Tracker, we're going to continue developing that. Cost Tracker is our kind of budgets answer on cloud that many of our customers have asked for. Like I said, it's simpler, but it really helps with the most common use cases. I think it covers like 75% of the usage in budgets. However, budgets is loaded with features. So it's also, that makes it harder to use. So that's the kind of the pros and the cons with the two products. But we're going to introduce forecasting into Cost Tracker based on the plans in Planner, and also support for accounts there. That's kind of the high, and then we're going to focus on continue with the automation and making time tracking a lot easier, and the kind of more helping the user understand where he spent his time. And I believe that will be available for all platforms, but focusing on the cloud first. So here is another question. If issues are assigned directly to one user, are they shown directly in Planner to the assigned user? That is actually kind of what we're going to be doing. So this is already released internally, and we're just doing the testing. And we're not sure if it will go out in the next weeks before Christmas, or if we will actually just release it after Christmas. But that is the importing of the assigned plan. So if you assign something in Jira, it will become available in Planner. So yes, soon.
Thank you very much, Gudrun, at this point. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate and contact us. We will get in touch with Tempo and try to answer your question at this point. You mentioned your cloud plans here, Gudrun. One question from my side would be, are you going to be compliant with GDPR with your Tempo cloud tools after that launch?
Yes. So from a functionality aspect, we are compliant in terms of we spent a huge effort on making sure that our permissions really support, really make sure that nothing is exposed to people that should not have access to it. And even our cloud solution is kind of more restrictive than our server solution, in the aspect that you don't see the work logs in the activity history of the issues like you do on server. This is kind of a restriction that we can actually control on cloud. And with this, and the last aspect of being GDPR compliant is to open up the data center in Frankfurt. So the plan for that is we're going to launch it early next year. We're hoping in Q1 next year. and that, like I said, in Frankfurt, and there will be no cross-contamination between our cloud data centers, meaning that it will be a completely separate, nothing will be moved over to the US cloud. Once you're installing Tempo and once you decide to become a Tempo Cloud client, you get to choose where you store your data. And we want to like expand it. It's not just going to be in Frankfurt, but like this strategically, that is very important for us to open it up there. Also just for performance.
I think a lot of our customers, Tempo customers, Atlassian customers worldwide, especially in the EU, are happy to hear that, especially if they are considering moving to the cloud deployment option here. I think that's good stuff, Gudrun, thank you very much for being here today, for having you here. We see you all next time, and hopefully in our live events as well. And thanks for giving you an insight into the Tempo tool set. Until next time. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was really, really a pleasure. Don't hesitate to shoot me an email if you want to just dig a little bit deeper into each use case or get a demonstration of the product or something. I will get you in touch with our sales team or do it myself. We'll take it from there. But thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ja, damit komme ich zurück zum nächsten Track. Wir haben noch ein paar Minuten Zeit. Aus dem Grund nehme ich das zum Anlass, hier ganz kurz die Inhalte anzumerken, die wir jetzt zuletzt besprochen haben. Wir haben ja jetzt gehört von Tempo auch, dass sie vorbereiten, in ein Rechenzentrum in Frankfurt auch mit ihren Daten zu gehen. Das ist ja im aktuellen Anlassfall ein sehr präsentes Thema im Bereich Atlassian, da ja das End of Service der Server-Deployment-Option, der Single-Server-Deployment-Option, hier muss man durchaus im Wording aufpassen, weil Data Center wird ja nachher weiterhin als On-Premise Multinode-Server-Version zur Verfügung stehen. Aber wie gesagt, das schon länger in Diskussion stehende Servermodell ist angekündigt End of Service mit 2024. Und daher ist aktuell die Situation so, dass viele Kunden die auf Serverversionen unterwegs sind, Überlegungen und Gedanken machen müssen, in welcher Art und Weise sie eine Migration auf eine andere Plattform oder auf eine andere Deployment-Option von Atlassian umziehen. Und hier vielleicht auch der Hinweis, Sie können dazu jederzeit auch über unsere Homepage Informationen finden. Wir haben dazu ein eigenes Webinar online gestellt. Auf unserer Webinarseite finden Sie hier auch nochmal ein Webinar zu diesem Thema Cloud-Migration oder End-of-Service-Server. Sie können das einfach hier nochmal anschauen, wenn Sie Fragen dazu haben. Oder Atlassian selbst hat auch sehr viele Inhalte online, vor allem was das Nachziehen von Tool-Funktionalität in der Cloud betrifft. Viele Kunden haben ja aktuell zu evaluieren, ob die Funktionalität ihrer Tools, vor allem auch der Apps und der Applikationen, die hier eingesetzt werden, in derselben Art und Weise in der Cloud einsetzbar ist. Hier wird aktuell, wie Sie sich natürlich vorstellen können, sehr viel gemacht. Sie sehen ja auch, oder Sie haben gerade gehört, Tempo wird Anfang nächstes Jahres auch in der Lage sein, hier die DSGVO-Vorschriften einzuhalten mit der Data Residency. Auch die Kerndaten von Atlassian-Produkten erfüllen das bereits in der Enterprise Cloud. Hier haben Sie die Data Residency-Möglichkeiten mit Dublin, Irland oder Frankfurt im Hosting der Dateninhalte. Hier ist also aktuell ziemlich viel in der Weiterentwicklung und es wird sich zumindest auch, wenn wir den Horizont der Datenumstellung oder der Umstellung bis Ende oder bis 2. Februar 2024 betrachten, noch einiges, was vielleicht hier noch nicht geschlossen ist, an Lücken geschlossen werden. Wie gesagt, wenn Sie hierzu Fragen haben, Wenden Sie sich auch an unsere Webseite mit den Inhalten, auch nochmal eine Seite, die hier Ihnen klar beschreibt, mit was Sie zu rechnen haben, Ihnen eine erste klare oder kleine Handlungsempfehlung gibt. Wenn Sie derzeit auf Server unterwegs sind, ist es sicher so, dass es am einfachsten ist, mal ein Produktassessment oder Ihre Oberfläche zu betrachten. Wir können Ihnen dabei auch helfen an dieser Stelle. Wir bieten Ihnen dazu verschiedenste Arten von Dienstleistungen an. Es geht ihm hauptsächlich darum zu bewerten, ob der Tool-Einsatz in dieser selben Art und Weise auch, wenn Sie in die Cloud migrieren wollen, dort in dieser Form stattfinden kann. Wenn Sie auf Data Center bleiben, ist die Migration eine sehr einfache, wie Sie bereits wissen, oder? Aber auch hier können wir Sie unterstützen in diesem Bereich.